So Eksa sent us another headphones, and this is one of their newly released wireless headphones, and this is called Eksa E900 BT. As per usual guys, we'll check its physical overview, features, do a mic and wireless latency tests. We'll tell you everything you need to know coming up. Hey, what's up guys, this is Mac and we do a lot of tech related videos like this one. If this is your first time, consider subscribing. With that said, let's begin. So what do we get inside the box? Obviously, we have the wireless headphones itself, a USB-A to USB-C charging cable around 2 feet, a TRRS 3.5mm jack cable around 6 feet, a USB dongle transmitter. Take note that the transmitter itself is in USB-C and basically the USB-A is just an adapter. We also have a windscreen for the retractable microphone, some documentations, and a carrying pouch. Now let's check out some physical overview. So the build is made out of different materials. Most are plastic in black color, but there are also some metal parts for reinforcement. It has a nice stitch at the top with the EKSA logo on it, and the headband cushions are very nice and comfortable. The clamping force is good like the Pro version we reviewed earlier. It is not too loose and not too tight either. It is also adjustable with distinguishable clicks to make sure it fits most people's head. Likewise, I'm not really a fan of this cold cable here because it looks fragile and hopefully it does not break easily. The tilt mechanism is nice and this will follow your head shape and distribute the clamping force around your ears. This is to help the users to wear the headset for long hours. Their cloud soft ear cushions are good and very soft, and the leather-like material is pleasing to your skin. Well, at least for me, I really like how it feels. This also have a right and left indication, and it's also removable just in case you want to wash or replace it. At the back of the headphones, we have the mesh design, and in the middle of it is the red color LED EKSA logo. No RGB still, unfortunately. On the left ear cup is where we can find the inline controls. So we have the volume up and down, mute button, and power button. Take note that the mute and power button have different functions other than what is indicated. We'll talk more about this later. We also have a TRRS 3.5mm jack input, and beside it is the retractable built-in microphone. We will do a mic test in a bit, so keep watching. Lastly, on the right ear cup is where we can find the USB-C input for charging. Now let's check out some features. Wireless connectivity is the core feature of this headphone. It can be connected via 2.4 GHz dongle or Bluetooth, and you can also use a wired version using the TRRS cable included in the box. It has a 20 ms ultra low latency. Hopefully this is true because we're going to test it also. It has an immersive surround sound technology and a one-key switch between 3 different surround output, aka game, movie, and music mode. It also has a dual chamber drivers so you can hear every detail and feel every beat. The retractable mic has an ENC feature, or what we call the environment noise cancellation, that can efficiently block 90% of the reverse environment noise. It also has a 1000 mAh battery so you can use the headset for 50 hours straight. Lastly, this is compatible with almost all devices available today. You can use it for PC, Mac, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. There are actually more devices to mention, but you can just check this graph for more info. I guess that's all that there is, but if you want to know more specification, you can just check this out and pause the video. This is not the actual sound, but then again, this is just to give you an idea how is the sound output. There are actually 3 kinds of sound mode and each one have different sound output. First is the game mode, which have a very heavy bass, so-so mids, and a very clear high frequency. The second is the movie mode, which actually sounds the same as the game mode but with the theater environment effects, which actually good for watching movies. The music mode on the other hand has a -3 bass frequency, around +3 mids, and a +1 high frequency, which sounds really awkward if you're going to use this for listening to music. I would only recommend this mode if you're listening to podcasts or anything similar like it, but not for music. If you're going to use this headphone for listening to music, I recommend using the game mode instead. Since we have 3 different modes to choose from, I think I'll give this headphones an 8.7 out of 10 for its sound quality.
So this is the sound of the headset's mic plugged into my PC. Rather, it is connected via 2.4 GHz dongle. And this is the sound of the microphone. Sound check, mic test, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sound check, mic test, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to plug this 3.5mm jack input, the RRS, directly plug into my camera. So we will hear the difference between the 2 different connections. So let's go. So this is the sound of the headset's microphone directly plugged into my camera. Sound check, mic test, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sound check, mic test, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are no longer going to test the headphones and connect it via 3.5mm jack input in the PC because it has the same result as with the camera right now. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to test these headphones outdoor and connect it via Bluetooth using our iPhone over here. And we're going to test the microphone. So let's go. And right now we are at an outdoor environment where there's a lot of background sound happening around me, and this is the sound of the microphone. Sound check, mic test, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sound check, mic test, 1, 2, 3, 4.
The sound of the mic is very high and irritating. It's almost sound like you're talking from your nose. More like it is very nasally. The noise cancellation feature with the Bluetooth and USB dongle works fine, but there are moments that the volume goes abruptly high and goes back down, making it difficult to figure out the mic setup. Using the 3.5mm jack input, the mic sounds a bit better, but it lacks a lot of bass. I think the E900 Pro has a better microphone than this one. Maybe EKSA should have used that microphone technology instead of this. For its built-in microphone quality, I think I'll give this a 4.7 out of 10. Before we talk about its build and comfort quality, let's do some latency tests first. The 2.4 GHz dongle connection is not too bad. Delay is almost non-existent. Maybe it's just me, so you just have to try this for yourself. The Bluetooth connection on the other hand has a very obvious 0.5 to 0.6 delay or even more if I'm not mistaken. If you're going to use these headphones for wireless gaming, I suggest use the USB dongle instead. By the way, good news for all mobile gamers. This USB dongle can be plugged directly to your phone assuming that your phone has a USB-C input. I cannot try it for you though since I'm using iPhone. But EKSA actually advertises this in their website. Now for the build and comfort quality, I think the materials used for this headset is a bit better than the E900 Pro. For some reason, it is a bit heavy and compact, and I think this headset will last for a very long time. The mechanism is nice, ear and head cushions are very soft, the clamping force is just right for me. For the build and comfort quality, I think I'll give this an 8.3 out of 10. Now let's move on to the conclusion and let's talk about the things that I like and don't like about these headphones. Let's start with the things that I don't like first. The ENC feature of the microphone is very nice and it's actually working well. However, the problem is the microphone itself. Like I said earlier, the mic output's high frequency is too much. If we lessen it to -3 and add a bit more bass and mids, this will be a lot better. Another is the coiled wires, because this might break via accident or becomes fragile over time. Making the cable a bit thicker or hidden somewhere along this line will probably help. Lastly, like the Pro version, is the LED light. It only has one color. Making this RGB that can switch between colors will have a better aesthetic, so to speak. Other than these three, everything else is stupendous. One of the best features of this headset that I really like is the wireless connection using the USB dongle. It has a unique converter design and can be used directly to any device platform, including mobile phones with USB-C input. Not only that, but the latency is superb. One of the best I've tried so far. This is actually beneficial to all gamers since you will no longer worry about wires tangling or twisting. I love the retractable microphone design and the noise cancellation works very well without distorting your words, making it easy to understand. And the easy to identify inline control textures since you'll be able to recognize the difference just by touching. Not to mention its control operations are easy to remember. The voice prompts are also good to have. The 7.1 surround sound works very well in-game because you'll be able to pinpoint your enemy's footsteps in FPS games. The on-the-fly switch between 3 available sound output modes are very convenient to use, especially in different scenarios you're going to use it for. The physical build is very sturdy and I think this will last for a very long time. Hopefully this wires over here does not break over time or the leather-like material does not peel off. The interchangeable connection, multi-platform compatibility, and long battery life are also appreciated. Overall, it is a good headphones for gamers whether it be PC, console, or mobile gamers. Anyway, if you will ask me if I'll recommend this, well, that is a yes, especially if you want to free yourself from any wire connections while gaming. If you want one for yourself today, make sure you check out the links in the description below for special discounts. And if you think this is not for you, make sure you check out the other headphone reviews we have on your screen. So that's it guys, thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.